अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। ओके, अवतार
अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Thank you, Pratap uncle, for joining in. Over to you.
Jai Baba to all of you. Today I have some special subject for you. After about 6 days time, we Pune people, along with some other people, we will be visiting the site near the city of Satara, where Baba's second auto accident took place. And this accident happened in 1956, 2nd December of 1956. In the year 2006, it was completing 50th year, 50th anniversary of that event of that accident. And I was very much working in Pune Center. I had dedicated the whole time in working for the Pune Center because K.K. Ramakrishnan was having indifferent health, was not keeping well. Of course, he was attending the office and everything, but then not actively working as he used to do in the past. So I was very keenly attending to every aspect of the work. And just before that, just a couple of minutes before that, Prashant, my son, brought to my notice that 2nd December 2006 will be the 50th day on which the Baba's car met with an accident. And then I took up the suggestion, and he told me that we should have some special program for that. And first we thought of taking out a Padayatra, that means the walk from Pune to the accident site. But then, because the time available to us was very short, and a lot of volunteers required, a lot of work is required, lot of spade work is required for this purpose. Very minute details have to be worked out. And we had to give up this idea of taking out a Padayatra, about the walk. And what we decided was to have a 2 days program at Satara. So many people joined throughout India. So many people were keen to join this item. In the meantime, the library committee of Avatar Mehrabad Trust also declared about 3 days function there in Mehrabad, and it was clashing with our program. I talked to Gokarna Srivastav, but he said, now we have already declared about it and we cannot take it back. So we decided, we both decided they should go their own way, we will go our own way. And that is how we held that program. So many people joined us, and on the 1st of December 2006, we straight away went to Panchgani. We visited all the places connected with Meher Baba's stay in Panchgani at different times. And thereafter, after visiting places in Panchgani and also in Mahabaleshwar, we proceeded to Satara late evening. We had a night halt at a marriage hall. It was quite large hall, and we had a night program, a beautiful bhajan program there, and a talk, and all that information was given to all the people who had gathered for that program. And thereafter, on the next day, we visited all the places in Satara connected with Meher Baba's activities in Satara. That was a great event, I tell you. And in the evening, well in time, about 2 hours early. Baba's accident took place at 5 o'clock. About 2 hours early, we gathered at the accident site. And all the arrangements for a program was done there. And we had a beautiful singing program. A very beautiful, very memorable program, I would say. In fact, those memories linger on our minds until today, and hopefully hereafter also. That on that occasion, describing all the suffering which our beloved Baba has undergone, I myself had composed a song. The song is of about eight stanzas. Today, I thought that the 2nd December is approaching near, and for this session, it will be appropriate for me to sing that song before you all. It describes the role of the avatar in the life of humanity, and how he comes down leaving his godhood there, whatever you may call it, in the heaven, and he comes down with a beautiful form. What for? Just to subject that beautiful form to the tortures of the world. He gets himself crushed. All these thoughts have been expressed in the song. What I have planned is, in prose, I will read out the stanza. Then I will tell you the meaning of it in English. And then, of course, I will sing, not at a time, stanza by stanza, I will sing. And if at all there is a time, I will sing the whole song at a stage. If there is no time, we are having Aarti also. So adjusting the time along with this usual time schedule, I am going to present this song before all of you. And I am sure that you will have the same feel as our beloved Baba has undergone. It is different. It is simply, many people say that I have seen that place. I have visited that place. You must have visited it. I don't say no. But visit it with a sense of gratitude. It will make you visit every time. Why we visit Mehrabad? Because we owe something towards our Baba. Similarly, all these places where Baba has worked, they are the places of pilgrimage for us. So with this introduction, I will read out the stanza by stanza, explain the meaning and sing. So please be attentive. All the people who are present here who know Hindi, they will be able to understand it. And for you all Westerners, I am going to give you the meaning of it. The first 2 lines are, मेरे मन को छूबता हर दर्द वो तुमने सहा, जब तुम्हें कोई जख्म हुआ दिल से लहू मेरा बहा, मेरे मन को छूबता हर दर्द वो तुमने सहा, जब तुम्हें कोई जख्म हुआ दिल से लहू मेरा बहा. To my heart, whatever suffering you have undergone, it pinches my heart. It pierces through my heart. It creates lot of pain in my heart. The suffering which you undergo. I feel that pinch in my heart. And a simple scratch in your body which takes out blood. That means that blood is flowing through my heart. Not through that wound on the body. What it is flowing from my heart. That much feel I that much feel I have for the suffering you have undergone for the humanity's sake. These are the main two lines. And the next two lines I would read out and then sing. ये रही जो फितरत हमारी संसार की सूरत बिगाड़ी. ये रही जो फितरत हमारी संसार की सूरत बिगाड़ी. हमारी हर मनमानी को मौन रहकर तुमने सहा. The meaning is, it has been our age-old habit. It has been our cunningness. It has been our shrewdness. It has been our bad habit that whatever is beautiful, we make it out of shape. This beautiful face of the world, we are putting it in a bad shape every time. That has become so very habituated to us. And this is the mischief on our part. This is a mischievous act on our part. This is an arrogant act on our part, our arrogancy. And on your part, you just silently endure all our misbehavior. You are bearing that all my misbehavior. You are silently bearing that, silently enduring that. This is the meaning of the second stanza. Now I will sing the two stanzas together. Then I will proceed further. मेरे मन को चुभता हर दर्द वो तुमने सहा. मेरे मन को चुभता हर दर्द वो तुमने सहा. मेरे मन को चुभता मेरे मन को चुभता हर दर्द वो तुमने सहा. मेरे मन को चुभता हर दर्द वो तुमने सहा. जब तुम्हें कोई जख्म हुआ, जब तुम्हें कोई जख्म हुआ, दिल से लहू मेरा बहा. जब तुम्हें कोई जख्म हुआ, दिल से लहू मेरा बहा. मेरे मन को चुभता ये रही फितरत हमारी, संसार की सूरत दिगाई। ये रही जो फितरत हमारी, संसार की सब सूरत बिगाड़ी। हमारी हर मनमानी को, हमारे हर मनमानी को, मौन रहे तुमने कहा। हमारी हर मनमानी को मौन रहे तुमने कहा। मेरे मन को क्यों बता हर दर्द वो तुमने कहा। Next stanza is, त्रिलोक में प्रभु सत्ता तुम्हारी, बेमुर्वतों ने उसे नकारा। त्रिलोक में प्रभु सत्ता तुम्हारी, बेमुर्वतों ने उसे नकारा। बांधकर सर पे कफन को, बांधकर सर पे कफन को तुमने दिया हर इम्तिहान। The meaning is, all the three words are under your control. You have the possession of all the three words. You are the master. You are the owner of the three words. But the people, the arrogant people, they have denied that. They don't recognize that. They are so very egoistic that they refuse your authority. This is a very, very poor state of affairs. त्रिलोक में प्रभु सत्ता तुम्हारी, बेमुर्वतों ने उन्हें करा. In such a circumstances, when the egoistic people, when the arrogant people denied your authority, that time you tie a scar on your forehead and come out and give every test that you are put to. If you examine or if you study the lives of previous avatars and the present avatar, you will feel the truth in this. In the olden days, Dr. Ghani used to describe, Baba used to describe to them, and Baba used to tell the earlier group of people, including Dr. Ghani. This is what we have heard from the Ghani. Baba used to say that when the world situation will go out of control of all the big leaders of the big nation, leaders of the nation, and when the sadhus and saints, 20 persons sitting in the caves in the mountains, they will come out and cry for God. That time, I will tie a scarf around my forehead and come and take the control of the whole creation. Baba used to explain those days. The same thought has been expressed here. Trilok mein Prabhu Satta Tumari, your authority is on all the three words. Be Murvatone Une Nakara. The arrogant ones, they have denied that. They have refused to accept that. Bandhakar sar pe kafan ko. You have tied that kerchief, that scarf around your forehead and come out to take the control of the whole situation. The next stanza is, now this comes to the personal life of Meher Baba. Meher Baba is the avatar of the age. एकांत में प्रभु रहना तुम्हारा, उपवास भी नित्य करना तुम्हारा. एकांत में प्रभु रहना तुम्हारा, उपवास भी नित्य करना तुम्हारा, अपने तन को छलना तुम्हारा, कायम यही होता रहा. It has been always the course of your life to take up to seclusion for months and days and months. Along with that, observing fast at times without water also. That has been a usual practice followed by you for ages and ages. And you are in fact torturing your body for the world. You are undergoing all these tortures of the world for the sake of welfare of the humanity. This is the thought in this, and this personally concerns to Meher Baba. If we examine Baba's life minutely, you will find any time Baba must have taken sumptuous food. There was no time, not a single time. His food was so very simple. His living was so very simple. His clothes were very so very simple. And every time he never rested. Somewhere or other, either he will go in seclusion, sit in seclusion, or he will observe fast several times. So that has been the course of his life. That is described in this stanza. I am singing it now. एकांत में प्रभु रहना तुम्हारा, उपवास भी प्रभु करना तुम्हारा. एकांत में प्रभु रहना तुम्हारा, उपवास भी नित्य करना तुम्हारा, अपने तन को छलना तुम्हारा, अपने तन को छलना तुम्हारा, कायम यही होता रहा, अपने तन को छलना तुम्हारा, कायम यही होता यहाँ, अपने मन को चुभता. Next stanza is also applicable to Meher Baba's life. It states, बेबसी और बेकसी का जीवन नया एक तुमने बिताया. बेबसी और बेकसी का जीवन नया एक तुमने बिताया, अपनी प्रभुताई भुलाकर, अपनी प्रभुताई भुलाकर साथियों संग कष्ट सहा. It is concerning to Baba's new life. What was Baba's new life? It was a life of helplessness and hopelessness. That was the type of life you undertook for the sake of humanity, not for your own interest, not for your own sake, not for exhibition, but you have undergone a state of helplessness. You have undergone a state of hopelessness. And that was a new life. In new life, you have kept aside your highest state of godhood, the state wherein you enjoyed all power, all knowledge, all bliss. That state, highest state, you have kept aside and come down on the level of ordinary being, ordinary companions. All those who were with Mir Baba during new life, Baba used to call them as companions. There was no master-disciple relationship during new life. So this stanza describes about Baba's new life. बेबसी और बेकसी का जीवन नया के तुमने बिताया, अपनी प्रभुताई भुलाकर साथियों संग कष्ट सहा. I am singing it. बेवसी और बेकसी का जीवन नया एक तूने बिताया, बेवसी और बेकसी का जीवन नया एक तुमने बिताया, साथियों संग कष्ट सहा, अपनी साथियों में कष्ट सहा. अपनी प्रभुताई भुला कर बेबसी और बेकसी का जीवन एक तुमने बिताया, अपनी प्रभुताई भुला कर, अपनी प्रभुताई भुला कर, साथियों संग कष्ट सहा, अपनी प्रभुताई भुला कर, साथियों संग कष्ट सहा, मेरे मन को चुभता. Next stanza is, now we actually come to actual happenings in Mir Baba's life. That was which we are sung now was concerning to Mir Baba's new life. But now comes the actuality in Baba's life. अमेरिका भूमि पे तुमको कार दुर्घटना हुई, अमेरिका भूमि पर तुमको कार दुर्घटना हुई, बोझ मायावी जगत का बाएं तन पर तुमने सहा. The meaning is, on the soil of America, you met with an accident, very bad accident, unpredictable, unforeseen, for us, of course. If we closely study Baba's actions just prior to this happening, we will come to know that it was all planned. I would like to tell one story here. In Pune, there was one mosque, very high state mosque. He was in the city area, living in a city area, a very hefty fellow. If I stand by his side, he will be sitting like that, my height will be equal to him. It was so very tall and so very tall. Just by sitting, and very strong and stout person. And he used to live in Pune by the side of a public urinal. That was his place. During night time, certain times, rare times, he would come forward in the open and sit in the same style, straight away like this. When Baba was leaving for US, just couple of days before Baba left Pune, Baba went along with some of the Mandali to contact this mosque. The name of that mosque was Joshi Bua. Joshi, the name, Bua is a title given to a saintly person. That Joshi Bua mosque was living by the side of a urinal. Around him, there were heaps of dirty things, trash. And in that he used to sit. When Baba contacted him, then Baba left for Mumbai to catch a plane. On the airport, it was told to us afterward by our senior people that on the airport, Baba had a remark that I will have to shed my blood on American soil. I will have to shed my blood on American soil. That was a statement made by Baba just before boarding the plane. And here, some of our enthusiastic people, especially the person, the superintendent of our hostel, I was in the hostel, the superintendent was one Mr. Thade. He was very enthusiastic in meeting such people and then talking about Meher Baba. Feeling that curiously feeling that he may tell something about Baba. And now when that person, that much, for one person, he gave a tin sheet to sit on. We were all standing. I was very young then. And when this topic of Meher Baba going to America was opened before the mosque by Mr. Thade, very furiously that person said, that mosque said, why he is going to America? Can't he do his work from here? He will get his leg broken. That was the words uttered by the in Marathi, कशाला जातात अमेरिकेला? इथनं काम करता येतंय का? Can you not do your work from here? पाय बी मोडून घेतील. He may get his leg broken. That was a statement made by that mosque. And we know what had happened thereafter on 24th of May, 1952. Baba met with an accident at Oklahoma. Baba has shed his blood. And 4 years thereafter, another accident took place in India, in the state of Maharashtra, near the city of Satara, at the village named Udtara. Udtara is the name of that village where the accident took place. And describing that moment. Now here one point has been explained in the previous stanza, that in America, Baba's left side was damaged. Baba's nose was very badly damaged. Baba had bruises on this. Baba's leg was in plaster in America. But in India, it was completely reversed. In America, Baba was accompanied by all the lady members of his mandali, including Elizabeth Patterson and others. But here in India, he was accompanied by only gents. In America, money came out safe. In India, Vishnu Matsar came out safe. In America, Baba was thrown out of the window. He was lying like that, with his nose profusely bleeding. And then, of course, he was taken to hospital and all that. And Elizabeth Patton was stuck up in the driving wheel and her seat. She had broken her ribs. In India, Baba was stuck up in that front platform. He was sitting like this, his legs like this, and he was stuck up in that small distance in between his seat and the front platform. And Erez was thrown out. Erez had also broken his ribs. How that happened, nobody knows. Even Erez said, I just can't understand. There was no obvious reason that accident to happen, but it happened. And the case was taken to the court of law, and final verdict which the judges had given, there seems to be no reason, no obvious reason why this accident should happen. It was an act of God. It was an act of God. In America, Baba's left side was damaged. In India, Baba's right hand side was damaged. Baba's hip joint was very badly damaged. And throughout the rest of his life, Baba has suffered that pain, terrible pain, all the spasms, all that cramps, and ups and downs in his blood level. Horrible. So that stanza which is concerning the Satara accident, I am singing here. भारतीय उपखंड में दूजी दुर्घटना हुई। भारतीय उपखंड में दूजी दुर्घटना हुई। विश्व की पीड़ा को तुमने, विश्व के पीड़ा को तुमने बाए पत्थर तुमने कहा। विश्व की पीड़ा को तुमने बाए पैरों बल पर कहा। मेरे मन को चुभता हर दर्द ने कहा मेरे मन को तो next stanza is about the truth of Avtar's working. These are the outward expressions. But the truth is, ये समय की मांग रही, ये समय की मांग थी और होने को होना ही था. ये समय की मांग थी और होने को होना ही था. जो हुआ वो तय हुआ था. जो हुआ वो तय हुआ था. ये भी तो था तुमने कहा. Baba had already said about it. So there are two incidents which I would like to tell. When they started from Satara towards Pune, I am not going to describe the whole how that accident happened. But when they had observing paths, Baba had asked everybody to observe paths without water, and they were proceeding towards Satara. That time, Kekobad, who was a priest in Baba's group, he said today is the day of full eclipse, solar eclipse, and it is a bad omen. It is not advisable to travel. That was the advice given by a priest in Baba's group that time, Kekobad. And Baba shut up. Baba said, what has to happen will happen. I won't stop my program because of this. And then he proceeded. When they came near to Urtara, just mind well, when they came to village Urtara where the accident took place, a Parsi priest, he crossed. He went across the car. And Merji, who also belonged to the priest class, he said, Baba, it is a very bad omen. It indicates a definite death. And we know that Dr. Neelu, who was very dear to Baba, a very nice person, very lovable person, smiling face all the time, very humorous person. He never came to consciousness. He became unconscious right from the impact of the accident. After he was removed to the place of stay at Satara, that was Rosewood Bungalow. The doctors, the civil servant came and examined everyone. And there itself, doctor declared that Dr. Neelu is no more. This was the second accident at Satara. A terrible accident. I tell you, hereafter, all that suffering remained with Baba till he dropped his body. I have seen agony on Baba's face whenever he used to come in the Bandeli hall. We were very regular visitors to Guru Prasad those days. And in spite of his painful state, he will keep the whole atmosphere very lively. Everybody is smiling. That was that he always insisted. Don't show your long faces. Be cheerful. Face everything cheerfully. That was his every time advice to all his lovers. So now coming to the next, it was destined to happen like that. And who has destined it? That is the point. The course of Mirba's life. Who has decided it? He himself has decided it. He is the whole creator of the whole creation. He is the creator of his own destiny. Is it no one else? It is his will. He was working through all these happening. Just imagine what the people have are to face next moment. What can be the state of mind? But Baba has undergone that for the sake of humanity. Now the last stanza say, sorry, it is last stanza now. ऐसी सारी यातनाएं दूजा कोई सह न पाए. ऐसी सारी यातनाएं दूजा कोई सह न पाए. कहे प्रतापा दर्द मेहर का मन को मेरे खलता रहा. All these sufferings which Meher Baba had undergone, nobody can suffer. Nobody can go through. It was beyond the physical capacity of every one of us. We cannot stand to the suffering. We are just incapable of standing to the suffering. It was horrible. Nobody can do that. Nobody can stand to that. And the poet says that all the suffering and agony that Meher Baba has taken upon himself has been pinching all the time his heart, that creating a pain, a continuous pain in his heart. That is what the last line says. I am going to sing this last stanza. ऐसी सारी यातनाएं और कोई सह न पाए. ऐसी सारी यातनाएं और कोई सह न पाए. कहे प्रतापा दर्द मेहर का कर. कहे प्रतापा दर्द मेहर का मन को मेरे खलता रहा. कहे प्रतापा दर्द मेहर का मन को मेरे खलता रहा. मेरे मन को शुभता हर दर्द वो तुमने कहा. जब तुम्हें कोई जख्म हुआ दिल से लहू मेरा बहा. मेरे मन को शुभता. One last thing I would just like to tell here. After the Satara program was over, there was one day left on which I had promised the organizers of the program in Mehrabad that on the last day, their last day, we had already concluded our program on 2nd. On 3rd, they had the last day in Mehrabad. And I, on my promise, I attended that program. I was sitting on the stage singing the same song, Merwan Jasawala. Very close to me, he was sitting on a chair. And when I sang the song, tears were flowing through his eyes. He just asked me, when you have composed this song, I said for the occasion of the Satara accident. And then he asked me, when you are going to sing it at Mehrazad? I said, I will definitely sing at Mehrazad. but that time never came. He went away. So this is a song on the suffering which Meher Baba has taken upon himself. That was not for himself. That was for the sake of humanity. Why he has to use his body for taking up the suffering? Because unless he undergoes the suffering, he cannot reduce the suffering of the humanity. That is the process is a must. And without any condition, he undergoes that suffering. I think we have some time for RP. And I do not know whether you have any choice. But today, if you don't have a choice, I'll sing any arti which comes to my mind. Yes, Ganesh, what do you feel?
Choice is yours. Yes.
Choice is mine.
Whatever you feel from the heart. Yes. And unless somebody has anything, I think everybody is in.
Yes, please ask. Yes, please ask. If anybody has something in their mind, otherwise I am going to sing a Marathi arti. Anybody has any? Fine.
Yeah, that will be great, Pratap ji. Marathi Aarti. Yeah, beautiful.
Yes. जिथे कल्पना शब्द न गाती ऐसा परंपार नेती म्हणून वेदही थकले महिमा तुझा मैं हर अवतारा स्वीकारा आरती तुमची केली मनी निरंजन लावून जो तमनाची मैं हर अवतारा स्वीकारा आरती तुमची केली मनी निरंजन लावून जो तमनाची धूप जाळूनी दीप लावूनी पुष्पे अर्पुने देवा पुष्पे अर्पुने मोठे पण कामद लालूते तुम्हा देवोने मैं हर अवतारा स्वीकारा आरती तुमची केली मनी निरंजन लावून जो तमनाची तुम्हीच कारक तुम्हीच तारक आदि तुम्ही अंती देवा आदि तुम्ही अंती तुमच्या समोर तुम्हीच देवा दुसरी नावती देवा दुसरी नावती मैं हर अवतारा स्वीकारा आरती तुमची केली मनी निरंजन लावून जो तमनाची तुमची माया सर्व चराचरी छाया ही तुमची देवा छाया ही तुमची, अनंत तुम्ही थोरी न कळे, वर्णावी कैची. मेहर अवतारा स्वीकारा, आरती तुमची केली, मनी निरंजनी लावून जो कमळाची. माझा बदला ठावन महिमा, सांगू तव कैसा, महिमा सांगू तव कैसा. अज्ञपणे मी गातो भरतो माझा भावसा, देवा माझा भावसा. मेहर अवतारा स्वीकारा, आरती तुमची केली, मनी निरंजनी लावून जो. कृपावंत तुम्ही असीम तुम्हा, माय कोणी द्यावे, देवा काय कोणी द्यावे. एक मागणे स्मरण तुझे नित तव भक्ता पावे. मेहर अवतारा स्वीकारा, आरती तुमची केली, मनी निरंजनी लावून जो कमळाची. मेहर अवतारा स्वीकारा, आरती तुमची केली, मनी निरंजनी लावून जो कमळाची. अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय.
Baba, beautiful session.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Pratap Uncle. Anybody, any questions? Anybody, any thoughts, comments? Any questions?
No, one question, Pratapji.
Yes, please.
Just like how Baba indicated about his accident in the US a little before it happened, did Baba ever directly indicate that there's going to be another one? I mean, I know he mentioned way back, but did he mention a few days before the actual accident in Satara?
Satara, there is no direct indication by Baba. But just before this accident, if we study Baba's life, Baba's day-to-day activities, he seemed to be very in a hurry to complete his avtaric work. If we study, he would travel long distances. Eraj driving, Eraj was so very fed up. At times, Eraj felt so very drowsy. Actually, his eyelids will fall down and he will go in, and then immediately he will come to consciousness and hold that steering wheel. It was to that extent. And I had explained this earlier that at one place, Eraj had two thoughts. One is that he may commit some such accident wherein everybody will be injured. That was anxiety always lingering on Eraj's mind. But another thing which he thought is, let us dash this car somewhere and finish up the game.
Wow.
It was so very unbearable to him, very unbearable. And at one stage, at one place, without listening to Baba would say, "You are such a good driver, you're an expert driver, and I only rely upon you. It is only you who can take me safely. And how you say that you cannot do this and you cannot do that?" And Eraj is telling Baba, "Have pity on me. My body is not standing this hardship now." And once he stopped the car by the side of the road and said, "Baba, It's just impossible. I'm just feeling so very drowsy, and I may go into an unconscious state anytime. And Baba asked him to keep his head on his shoulder, on Baba's shoulder. That is how Eretz rests on Baba's shoulder. And he went to deep sleep, so much so that saliva from his mouth, it came out, and one side of Baba's saliva had become wet.
Yeah.
And when he came to consciousness, he looked at the watch, and hardly there must have been 3 minutes. 3 minutes in that rest,
Yeah.
and he felt very fresh.
Wow.
So that
Yeah.
course, I think this phase of Baba's life in Satara, it more looks like internal work. Can you imagine Baba bowing down to Kekobad 100 times in a day at a stage? It is not simply bending down. It is touching his forehead to the feet of Kekobad. Can one imagine? Why for? So these are all the indications that this was to happen.
Yeah.
It was his decision. It was his plan.
Right.
No doubt about it.
Thank you, Pratapji. Jai Baba.
Yeah, thank you. My pleasure.
It's beautiful. I mean, all the details that you gave and the song and the Aarti, it just being in his company together. So it's beautiful.
I have filled the gap of last time, last Friday.
Now, I don't want to take much more of your time, but I have, maybe this is a quick question or a short question. I don't know. Maybe you can talk about it later. You know, Baba said in 1968 that his work is completed 100% satisfaction.
Yes.
So generally, that would mean his physical presence on earth. I mean, this is tough to say, but his physical presence on the earth would probably not that essential because the work is complete. But Baba did, retain his physical form till 1969, January 31st. Any thoughts
Yes.
you have on that?
As you said, that we'll deal with this question next time. Just remind me.
Yeah, sure.
Please remind me.
Yeah.
We'll definitely talk on that. Today, talking about that question will be in a hurry.
Yeah. No.
So we'll
That's
keep
why.
it
That's why I
pending for the
said.
next.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
yes.
a long
You said
topic.
that.
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
it needs some discussion. Yeah.
Yes.
Jai Meher Baba Kaka.
Yes, sir. How are you?
You are looking, तुम्ही खूप छान है आणि t-shirt मध्ये. Looking angered with the t-shirt. Orange t-shirt.
Yes.
Who composed the Marathi Arti? Who composed?
The Aarti which I sung today,
Yeah.
it was composed by Madhusudan,
Oh,
and
Madhusudan.
it was more or less like the translation of the Hindi Aarti composed by Madhusudan. Divya Sanatana Paramadhyam.
Right.
It is more or less the translation of that Aarti. This
Yeah.
Marathi
'cause
Aarti which I sang.
Yeah.
Yes.
At first, I thought you were singing another Arti. I was looking. I have it in my book. The word of Jahan
Yes.
Kalpana
Jahan
and
Kalpana. Yes.
Chaitanya. So
Jahan Kalpana, the same is Jite Kalpana Shabda Nazati. The Marathi Aarti, Hindi Aarti Jahan Kalpana. Marathi Aarti Jite Kalpana. The same thought is put there. The same translation of in Marathi. Maybe true that. Beautiful composition.
No.
Rosalie's
That
favorite
is-
arti, that is Mehermana. Jaha Kalpana is Rosalie's arti. She always remembers that arti a lot.
I like all the artists. I mean, yeah, I remember them from India, but at the Samadhi they would sing mainly the Gujarati, so I could remember that one. But the others I just remember like Mehera Arati Swikaro Mehera yeah.
Arati Svikar.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I sing alternately different arti. I sing alternately different arti. So today I sang the Marathi arti. Next time will be some other arti.
Okay.
But
Okay.
these 3-4 artis are very popular. 3-4
Yeah.
artis are very popular.
Pratap Kaka,
Well,
I think Bujabe Narajalatri was never sang in the public. I think so, as far as my knowledge goes, as a young boy also, I never heard that song singing in any public darshans or either in 62 or 65 or any time. Except previously when Ramchandra Rao Gadekar Gadekar uncle was there, that
Merchant,
yeah.
and the reason is
Yeah.
the reason is during Baba's time, all these artis, that means Gujarati arti, it was only sung by the close mandali, especially the ladies mandali.
Yeah.
It was never sung publicly.
Yeah.
Mm.
We never used to sing that arti, Gujarati arti. It is only after Baba dropped his body that arti came out and that it became so very popular. Otherwise, during Baba's time, that arti was never sung in public.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even
And
that arti 1950 till 1960 when till Gadekar Sahab was there, they used to sing Meher Baba Guru Sri, Meher Baba Guru Charana. What is that? Meher Baba Sri Guru Raya. They used to sing that. And as a young boy, I used to listen.
that was composed by Dr. C.D. Deshmukh.
Yeah.
But it was not
1938.
we used to sing that arti, but not very popular. We used to sing occasionally that arti.
Till Jaha Kalpana came, that was the only was occupied field in that.
Jaha Kalpana, because several times, every time we used to sing that arti. And Baba used to praise it. I tell you, once Baba, when we were singing the stanza, Baba appreciate that. What a composition he has made. Sakal nidhi ke tum karana ho. You are the cause of the whole creation. You are the cause of the whole creation. That has been put in beautiful words. Sakal nidhi ke tum karana ho. Baba had appreciated that. So because Baba has liked it, that is why the arti became so very popular. Had
Even,
Baba not liked it, perhaps it may have been out of.
even the American Aarti, How Can One Fathom, was inspired from Jaha Kalpana.
Yes. That is what he also accepted. This arti was the inspiration for that arti.
Hank Mindlin. Yeah.
Mhm.
How Can One Fathom is built on the same lines of Jaha Kalpana.
Yes. And look at the arti composed by Francis Barbazon. Oh, glory is eternal, ancient one. Your faces of right transcendental sun. Lighten this world. Lighten this.
Dark
What
world.
Dark world.
That lighten
this
word
dark
has
world,
two
this
meanings.
dark world.
That lighten word has two meanings. Lighten means make bright, and lighten means make light. Lighten this tears that something like that. That is
Yes.
reduce the intensity of that agony and lighten. Another meaning is the whole world. And in the same arti, there is a beautiful stanza. These five, this thing, which to
These
please you
five-
has shaped my heart. Accept them as you would a simple flower that has no use beyond its shining hour.
Yeah.
What a offering!
Mm.
What a beautiful offering! Till it is fresh, Baba, accept it. In Indian society, going to spiritual life is a job of after retirement. That's an old age job. That is supposedly old age job.
Mm.
very fishy. Finish up all your luxuries of life, worldly life, family life. When all that enjoyment is fulfilled, then you turn to God.
Yeah.
But here Francis says that till the time that flower is fresh, you make use of it. Because after that, it will be of no use. What a beautiful thought here.
Mm.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Pratap uncle. Beautiful
Yeah.
evening. Wonderful Baba time with you. So thank you once again. Jai Meher Baba.
Avtar Meher Baba
Meher
ki
Baba
jai.
ki
Baba
jai.
ki jai.
Jai.
Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jai.
Ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you. Thank you, Pratapji and Ganesh and everybody. Yeah. Jai Baba.
Okay.